for a fucking year and a half!
3, 2, 1, ignition.
Jack Austin, astronaut. Exposed to inappropriate levels of solar energy.
Sunlight makes him the world's smartest man.
I know everything!
I want that brain. Take it out.
Heat Vision, the motorcycle with the mind of Jack's unemployed roommate. Together they run for their lives, blocked at every turn by adventure.
Move out, don't mess around. Move out, you bring me down. Move out, I can get about. Don't make the town just move out.
Now that's his power. For real.
Hello, America. I'm
a star. These people are stupid. They steal all my bandwidth, and then they want me to get on their fucking video chat so I can be made fun of, and they imagine that I don't know who the fuck is doing it. Like, there's no bandwidth here. Even if I wanted to come on and defend myself against what? What? Defend myself against what? Anyway, it's ludicrous. There's no fucking bandwidth. I have no data on my phone. Even if the phone had data on it, it doesn't work very well. It's just a 6A. It's just a Pixel 6A. I bought a Google Pixel 8. I spent $600 on it. Guess what happened? It's in the truck. The truck got stolen. So there's no new phone. And I'm out hundreds of bucks again. They do the same fucking thing they did the first time. Again. Because these are fucking criminals and they're fucking stupid. And they want me to... God, imagine being that fucking brazen. Just fucking calling you on the phone, asking you for fucking money, claiming you're going to do something about the fucking vehicle that you fucking stole, and laughing about it. Imagine. Well, okay, they are pretty fucking retarded to begin with. Most of them haven't even heard of weed. They think it's all about meth. They're so fucking stupid. They haven't even fucking taken a single class. Fucking Archimedes knows more about meth than these fucking idiots. They think meth is a drug. It's not. It's a fucking molecule. You can put meth into anything. You put meth into your fucking Rice Krispies, you morons. The methane, whatever. It's a gas. It's a molecule. It's an atomic compound. Is it an atomic compound? I forget. Anyway, they're not addicted to meth. They're addicted to amphetamines that cross the blood barrier quicker, which can be done through methamphetamine and can be done through. There's a number of ways to do it.
X to the 1 is X to the first power. 2 to the second is 2 times 2. 2 to the third is 2 times 2 times 2. 2 to the fourth is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. 4 times. You're a bitch. You're a fucking bitch. I know more about math than you ever will. Kill yourself.
Fucking morons. So I don't know how many of these fucking idiots are actually involved in their little criminal conspiracy. I don't know. I don't want to know how fucking stupid they are. Fuck. They fucking they kidnapped me. They unlawfully deprived me of my civil rights. They imprisoned me. I'm in this fucking house. I'm 12 miles outside of town. There's no vehicle here. They sabotaged my 91 Pontiac Grand Prix. It's fucked up. They put sugar in the gas tank or whatever. They drove off with my truck. My Starlink is in the back of the truck. If they want to have two-way communication, I would have to have bandwidth. But there's no two-way communication here. Fucking neighbor Shane, he's running a backhoe on a Sunday in the rain. I don't know what he's doing. Probably something pretty cool, I guess. Shane's smarter than these fucking morons on the fucking internet. Holy Christ. So they take away the Starlink, and then they trespass me from the space age rape station down the road. It's like a mile away. There's bandwidth there. I can't use it. I could like crawl up to the edge of the fucking property line and fucking use their fucking Wi-Fi, and I wouldn't do that. Fuck that place. Have you been there? What a bunch of douchebags. I hope they fucking knock it down and fucking put up a fucking Wendy's. So here it is, Sunday. Court was Wednesday. Court went well. I showed up. I left. That's it. Whatever's going on behind the scenes, I have no idea. Whatever these people are doing, I have no idea. Whoever these fucking people are. Well, I got some idea. Like, the family that doesn't like me are the ones that pay to have the daughter, who wasn't really their daughter, who was dating me, who was one of the many out of the 17 who's pretending to be Allison Shaw. 16 out of 17 Allison Shaws probably hate my fucking guts. One of them likes me. That's the one the family paid to fucking kill, who I saved. So the family doesn't fucking like me, because here I just fucking talked about this on the fucking radio. Well, I'm not on the radio, but that's not the point. So yeah, they don't like me. Shit, no. I don't give a shit. They never liked me in the first place. There's one that I like. I only need one. I don't need a girlfriend with fucking 19,500 fucking cousins. You want to fucking invade the country? Fucking do it your own fucking way. All right. Haven't seen this woman years. Years I haven't seen her. She talks to me all the time. She's talking to me over breakfast. She's having a fucking... Oh, she says I can't tell. She says... Oh, honey. She says she's embarrassed she's having oatmeal and oats for breakfast. She's not. And she's embarrassed at what she is having, and she wants me to not... Oh, now she's crying. Oh, sweetie, I love you. Okay, so there's one woman. Good luck finding her, okay? You know how many fucking women are crying into their fucking eggs and oats this morning? Fucking all of them. It's fucking Sunday, and fucking the whole fucking country's coming apart at the seams because these fucking douchebag little fucking embezzling, drug-peddling, whoremongering, flesh-peddling fucks. Apparently they have the country by the balls. Great. And so that's my fault. That's I didn't get out and push. I didn't fucking pay my taxes. It's my fault. Is it me because I'm a drug addict? I brought the whole fucking thing down. Really? It's me. I don't fucking think so. I don't fucking think so at all. And I don't think not saying anything about it would have fucking made any fucking difference. I don't think keeping my mouth shut would have made a difference. I don't think it would matter whether or not the fucking neighbors can hear me shouting, hey. Yeah, most of them like me. Well, how can they not like me? I'm awesome. I don't even have to be pretty. I'm that fucking good. In bed. And another thing, I'm going to need like 5 sexual cigarettes. Sexual cigarettes. That sounds good. I have one. What was it called? Hang on, sweetie. Sweetie's asking me questions. Sweetie, I love you. Of course I can hear you. We're telepathic. All natural, organic, pesticide-free, trippy hippie, Blue Lotus pre-roll, king size cone. Let's trip together. Okay, that's it for labelers. I don't know if this one's gonna fucking pass muster. Honestly, I don't think this one's legal enough. I mean, it doesn't have markings. It doesn't have shit on it. It's not rolled very well. It's kind of fucked up. Nevertheless, I've saved it because the intention is that I'm gonna get high with my sweetie. Like, why the fuck not? There's how many fucking women? Not counting Tiffany. Tiffany's not invited. No, there's no Tiffany. If Sweetie wants to change her name to Tiffany later on, she can deal with the fucking overages there. There's no Tiffany, okay? There's a number of very important people who are in love with people named Tiffany. They don't need to be fucked with. Is that complicated? I don't think so. So there's no Tiffany. Sweetie's name, sure, it could be Allison. It probably should be changed for the sake of common decency. You fucking losers! Holy fuck! It's not gonna be. What's her name? Not gonna be. It's not gonna be Louise. I'm not porking a Louise. That's not happening. It's not going to be a Susan. No, not going to be. It's not going to be Sue. We're not going to be Sue. Suey. Not going to be doing that. Not going to be doing that. I had my 3, 4, Susie, Suzica, Susan, Sue, Oma. There's 5 right there. I love them all. I don't have a fucking bone to pick with any of them, especially to Oma. No, she's awesome. Who else? How many Sues? Sue. All right. Well, as you can see, I'm getting fucking high as balls, right? On my porch, surrounded by the smell of my human feces. Human ensouled feces. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, it doesn't smell very good. You know what it does? It keeps away the fucking gold diggers like nothing you believe. It's the fucking best fucking predator stank fucking fence with the fucking... They should use this technology in Gaza. There ain't nobody coming for my fucking anything because it smells like shit here. Now, there have been people fucking broken into the fucking home and stolen shit. And they're all on fucking video. You're all fucked. If you're not in fucking prison already, you fucking dumb idiot, fucking inbred, country racist, bigot-headed fuck. Nothing against the country. I love the country, by the way. And inbreeding is that's just another name for none of your business. Peace. Fucking dickbags.
Hello. Hi. This is Jack Star.
I am a star. I am driving. It's technically not illegal. Technically. Honestly, I'm really not. It's not illegal right now. It's technically hands-free. I didn't build them, right? But this is very important. I need to. This is very important for the historical record as well as my own peace of mind, and also so I'll look cool. I want to describe the last few hours of my life. I was driving north along I-5 to get to a place to do stuff, and there's no particular hurry to get there. I make my own schedule. I'm a self-actualized man. Believe me, it's totally worth the effort. It's a lot of trouble to be self-actualized, to be your own name and everything. It's worth it. Oh my God, it's the best thing ever. I don't need to do anything in my life. I don't have to do anything. I will do things, but they will be my choice. And my choices will align with the choices of others. When people order me to do things, I can comply or I can not comply. But even when I not comply, I can choose to comply in a way that doesn't piss them off and is still my own thing. And they don't even notice sometimes. Yeah, it's totally worth it. The whole master-slave paradigm, the whole people fucking babies and people being niggers, stealing things and all that shit. All the terrible stuff that happens on Earth. Not that there's anything wrong with niggers per se, but degenerate niggers. Degeneracy in general. Fuck, actually, the degenerate crackers are worse. But all that stuff on this planet is meant to be, and is now, a qualification program for spirits to come to learn things that cannot be learned anywhere else in the cosmos. The lessons learned on Earth here, like never rub another man's rhubarb. You've heard that one, right? You've heard about
mile, turn left onto Fair Street.
Yeah, fair. You've heard about not rubbing another man's rhubarb. Do any of you know why? Well, let me ask you. Have you ever rubbed another man's rhubarb? Okay, well, you're not supposed to, right? And the reason why is because it sucks all around.
Take the next left onto Fair Street, then turn right onto Grand Avenue.
Jesus, you fucking mouthy broad. Okay, so I'll cut this short. I'm going somewhere. You don't rub another man's rhubarb because reasons, and then you don't know exactly why until you do it at least once.
Take the next right onto Grand Avenue.
And then you find out pretty fucking quick why you don't do that. It causes problems. Not just for them, but for you, way more than you might think. Okay? And then there's other lessons, like don't take any wooden nickels. It's not a good example, but you know.
In 800 feet, your destination will be on the left.
Okay, so this woman is walking along this road with a child. I'm not going to ogle her tits. Holy shit. I did say ogle her tits right as I was driving by with the window down, though. Ogle her tits. Wow, holy fuck. I didn't get a good look. It's rude. It's impolite. So on Earth, you learn things. Like, say something like that to a big-titted woman when you're driving away towards another big-titted woman. You know, get out of the way of the bomb blast.
Your destination is on the left.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Yeah. Now, how did I start this? I'm driving, so it's hard to keep track of my thoughts. Oh, yeah. So I went to stop on the way because I had some writing to do. And it turned out the location where I went to was ideal for writing things down. It was the D.B. Cooper appliance store. D.B. Cooper appliances. Which I thought was cool as fuck. And then I got there like 4 a.m. and then I sat in front of it in my truck writing Spurg, just Spurgerific for hours. And then it's 10:30 now. I just left. So I spent like 6 hours Spurging in front of the D.B. Cooper appliance store. And this place obviously has some awareness of Klendo issues, and they were really cool. They saw that I was doing things, and they kept their distance. And then eventually they kind of like gathered in a little crowd and attempted to scare me. Well, rather to see if I could be scared. I wasn't scared. I mean, I was a little trepidatious. I didn't want to get Matthew Shepard or anything. But I'm not up to anything bad. I just look weird. But I know that I look weird, and I'm not trying to be weird. And I apologize for what I was doing. And then what I'm doing is actually very important. I have a week left. Okay, this has all been planned out by myself. What did you think I did for 3 days on Christmas? Think I just sat there and masturbated and said, "Oh, I wish I had that girl back." No. Plans within plans within plans. Okay, it's gonna blow your minds. I guarantee it. It's blowing my mind. I can't believe D.B. Cooper appliances. What the fuck? And there's a salon next door too, one that does not offer pedicures. Which, god damn it, I need a pedicure so fucking bad. Okay, I'll see you later. I love you all, and I'm doing this for all of you. And because I had to save lives. Alison Francis Shaw, I love you. She's still alive, right? Can you be fair and just not kill her for like a few days? I mean, I want her to be alive. I want her to be exonerated. One hug at least, and then if you got to take off her head, let her eat cake or whatever the fuck. Because I'm just getting sick of this. I want to wrap this up and move on with my life. There's so many other things I want to do with my life other than a nonstop power sink of fucking arguing with fucking frogs and natives and fucking bears and shit. Oh my. I mean, it's good practice, but obviously I'm well practiced in the lingo. Okay. I apologize for the inconvenience, but I really owe them all that. Good night. Hi, this is Jack. I'm a star. I really am. Looks like they bought it. They took the bait. I swear to God, this was my plan. There's this book. It's an exotic book. It's not that rare, right? Well, there's not that many copies of it. And then the dudes keep taking the books. Twice now, I've bought a copy of this book, and the dudes have taken the book. Superluminals are coming to my position and rifling through my shit and taking away stuff that they think I don't deserve, either because it's dangerous or because it's against the law or because they don't want me to give it to this girl I want to fuck. I don't know yet, but I know that I've bought 2 copies of Feichel. One of them I haven't seen lately. The other one, I was just reading it yesterday. It's not in my truck. I'm driving back. I'm driving back from Mount Rainier. I remember. I've read it. Well, I haven't read the whole book. I've read the first 5. I read up to page 5. I read the foreword too. So like 22 pages of reading. Okay, so somebody has literally taken the book away from me twice. This is important because today is somebody's birthday. Is it still the 22nd? Yeah. Okay. I theorize that one of the possibilities here is that somebody who wants to fuck the girl as well is using superluminal technology to take my gifts and give them to girls and fuck them and then put me in jail. Like, it seems like somebody's really, really going overboard with the whole copy and Jackstar thing and the whole breaking the law thing and the whole, no way can Jackstar get near this woman thing. Somebody's going way too overboard. It's a little ridiculous. And if so, that means that I've successfully cast a geas on the fucking perp. Yay, Jackstar sorcerer geas. Okay, so I'm pretty excited because I've never been a sorcerer before. I've never been a authority officer before. I'm not presently an authority officer at all. In no way am I authority. However, if I've managed to use okay, so never mind that. If I've managed to use sorcerer's power, prayer, to capture the perp that's eluding law enforcement for decades, and I finally did it, and it took 2.5 years, and no one else could do it before me, and they'd given up, and they just assumed that this fucking time-traveling paratrooper fucking rapist, who's apparently very handsome, if everybody just gave up on fucking catching this guy, except me, and I just caught him, I may well be entitled to compensation, far in excess above what might ordinarily be expected. I don't want to, break the bank. Most people have done their jobs in the last 2.5 years of Earth traveling around the sun. Let's say 12 years. I would say most of the population of the planet has done their jobs. I want to know, who are these salty Clando fucks who keep on saying that I need to get a job when I've had one the whole fucking time? Who are these men who say that they know what job Jackstar Michelson has? Because none of them are entitled to compensation. I'm fucking sick to death of I work my ass off to the bone every fucking day. You don't see it. My job is not to fucking prove myself to you, bitch. Whoever the fuck that is. It's not. I don't have to demonstrate that. I don't have to. I don't. It's not an inquiry. I mean, is there an official inquiry into my employment? It's not even employment. It's a job. Job and employment are different. Nobody comes up to me and asks me what my employment is because they know I don't. And then they tell me, you need to be employed. No, they don't tell me that. They tell me that, yes, you're good at your job. They tell me I should stop what I'm doing and do something else for somebody else in a sneering, smarmy way. Every time that's happened is $90,000 in the bank because that's representatives of the federal government telling me to do something that they have no business doing. And their common link is that they all rape women, which may or may not be to my favor at certain times. If I have used sorcerer's power to put a gay ass on the guy. If the guy is teleporting to get my book so he can give it to the woman so he can rape her, that's irrational. That's not actionable. That's irrational. And I don't know what's to come. I'm currently driving down the mountain. I'm coming from the slopes of Mount Rainier. Slopes. Mr. and Mrs. Hahn, they're very nice. I'm driving from Greenwater Fire Control, Fire Department, number 26. I got there, I'm like, wow. Some of you will not know why. And before that, I was doing all this stuff. And the objective is one that I will not fully describe. But I do know that I wanted to spend a couple years studying and practicing magical rituals alone, since when I found out that I was totes fucked with this fucking no contact emergency bullshit. Like, where's my girlfriend? Oh, no point. I'm not supposed to ask. Technically, just asking where she is a contact violation. And the Spurg lords that are in charge of the investigation, they don't tell me who they are. Like, they got it all jammed up. It's the perfect crime. These fucking dudes are fucking trafficking women all over the galaxy with these fucking laws. And I, Jack Wackelson, Michael Kilherkuzi, I found how they're doing it. I've documented it. I can describe it to you in a court of law. I can go to Capitol Hill, caning these salty bitches every fucking time I pass by them, if I want. At this point, I get to cane. I don't know who would be in charge of caning other than clergy. Have you ever seen that lithograph of the caning of some guy? I can't remember. But there's this famous time when a guy died. You used to be able to cane people. Do you know what it means to cane people? You go into Congress and you walk up behind some guy who's talking and you beat the shit out of him until he's dead with a metal cane or wood, right? It's a glorious tradition. And Alison Frances Shaw gets to cane her assailant to death if she can get the perp's name, social security number, address. She needs that for her bound chattel horde to be able to find her. She's disabled. She's an Algonquin warrior princess who legitimately needs help. So she's got squaw. So by law and by right of divine command, if you've got Shaw, you've got squaw. It don't fit, but you gotta quit anyway. All right. So she's the one who called. She's not in trouble. She's obviously disabled. Trust me. Have you met the woman? I don't know. She's been busy for the last 2 fucking years. I don't get to meet her. Oh no. Too dangerous for Jackster to go near. That's actually. Well, now that I'm a certified badass with a badge, she's gonna reset her little mental impulses. The little squirrel that runs around her little squirrel cage. She's got an exercise wheel. She's got little bugs in her head go. Those are the Native American Oompa Loompas that power her cognition. And she is freaking out because she has just figured out that she doesn't want to marry big titty California whore. Oh no. She wants to marry me. Yeah, the way she's supposed to. So if that's the case, that she's going to marry the big titty California whore, cool. I guess I can rape them on their wedding evening. I don't think that's the case though, because I don't want to rape them, and then they want me, so it wouldn't be rape. And this is the nightmare scenario that I'm supposed to be afraid of. I'm not. There's nothing I'm afraid of anymore. I've saved Grapefruit's life several times, and today, rather than fucking her with the drugs that I got drugs. I have legal right to drive up to her and knock her out with a bowling ball pin and shoot her up and fuck her. Like you do. I don't want to, right? Some people do. And then some people want to do it when they can get away with it, like it's against the law. Oh, I don't want to see me plotting to knock this bitch out and shoot her up and fuck her. I can imagine that would be an awkward conversation at the Home Depot, right? Me, however, for one thing, I don't need any help. I roll alone most of the time, and then I roll with a pretty tough crowd. But if I start asking questions about how to procure the drugs necessary to shoot up a woman and fuck her, if I start asking questions about that, they're gonna think that I'm faking. Because obviously a guy like me doesn't get this far in life without knowing how to fucking make up a fucking roofie shot, right? They teach you that day one at detention. How to I guess I didn't know that. See, I'm like Rip Van Winkle. I'm super powerful. I succeeded in all my goals, but I still look like a big fucking faggot pussy to some people. Because right now I'm stopped on the slopes of. Well, no, Mr. Hahn, get over. No, I'm not stopped on the slopes. I'm driving down whatever the fucking highway this is, and I'm gonna go stop to the location, and I'm gonna park more than 500 feet away from it, and I'm gonna turn on my drone, and I'm gonna do a flyover of the house and see if I can find out what's going on. This is the best goddamn rape investigation of my life so far. My first. It's not really a rape investigation. Everybody knows. But I haven't known, and then nobody's told me because I guess the guy who did it looks like me, and he convinced everybody that it was me. I guess. I don't know. I don't know what the fucking story is. I imagine a shapeshifter can look like me pretty effectively. And those of you who don't know that every word that I'm saying is real, you're going to be real surprised when you find out there's a shapeshifter raping your wife that looks like you, setting you up for all manner of fucking fun. And this fun has cost me 2.5 years of my life. I'm pretty sure the price is worth it, though, because I have learned so much shit that I never expected to learn, that I'm not going to talk to you about. And then simultaneously, I've gotten ultimate revenge against certain people. I didn't know I needed revenge, but I didn't know what these bitches were doing behind the scenes this whole fucking time. Oh, God, I don't want to tell you. If I did, you'd feel like I was an idiot for not being able to fucking notice. How did I not notice that sooner? Well, have you met me? I'm a little distracted. I got off on a rail. Not exactly, but I mean, all of us can get fooled. And then I have eagerly went off and played the squirrel game. You know that game? Squirrel! That one. Oh, something's distracting. You allows oneself to go off. And then the game is to see what it takes for the universe to bring you back to where the fuck it was that was important. Like right now, I was just driving hellbound for leather. Wanted to get to the house before dawn because there's this vampire that needs to leave the house at daylight through his magical portal technology, and it makes like a ripple thing. I've seen it before. It's real shit, and I know it sounds crazy. That's kind of why I want to do it that way. I wanted to get there before dawn, as well as at dawn, right? Because I suddenly know these 4 women named Dawn, which is weird. And then 2 of them are real mad at me because I didn't give a fuck about them, they thought. And I allowed them to believe that so that they would leave, and then I could find them a way to trace them down through their teleport technology. Because I knew these bitches could teleport. So I had to drag ass and not be at all obvious about it until they did, and then figure out which ones were teleporting away, and then decide not to fuck them, and then to spook them away, and then fuck the ones that left behind, because not all of them can teleport, I guess. I don't know how you learn teleportation, but when I find out, Peterlings, I'm not going to tell you. It's been a lot of work. And I didn't want to ask because I guess it wasn't convenient to explain to me how to fucking teleport, because apparently some people can, some people can't. It's just the way it is. No, that's not the way it is. That's not the way it is. There's a way to do it, there's a way not. Now, if somebody wants to teach me, I'm sure I can figure it out pretty quick. If people I've seen doing it. I've seen fuckers teleport. Okay, it's a real thing. I can't do it. I have no idea. And I'm on mission. I'm God has asked me not to figure it out, not to focus on it too much, because apparently my friend is going to die from a hot shot of coca. She's apparently she has a taste for injecting coke, and not just injecting coke, but she wants to be tied up and shot up with coke by this officer of the court who's corrupt as all fuck, and he's into it. He gets to shoot up a girl and fuck her, and it's my girl, and I've caused him a lot of problems. He spent years chasing me down and building up all this narrative paper, and he thought that he was going to take me to court and win. Fuck you, Luciferian ginger. You're not getting shit out of me. So he's figured that out. So what he has figured out instead is that he can fuck her and get her addicted to coke and give her a stroke, and then I'll never experience true happiness, which would be true if this fucker gets away with what he's doing. Well, right now I'm on the edge of horror. Like, is everything I'm saying really true? Yeah, I think it is. I think so. Fuck, that explains so much. I was wondering where the fucking hole in my logic was. And then this book. Where the fuck did my book go? How did I lose a book? I start reading a book and all of a sudden it's disappeared. Yeah. There's superliminals that are clandestinely watching my every move, because obviously, whether I'm insane or not, I got some stuff that needs to be looked at, right? Because either this shit is real, and then somebody should give me some backup. I don't really need it, but after fucking me off for 2 years, these fucking lawyers need to be doing something in order to justify their time. So yeah. See what I'm saying? Wow, look at all these cars. Why are these cars going? Wow, that's a lot of traffic. Are you? I think they're all driving, trying to find me. Huh. Or else they're leaving town. Did they just leave town? Oh, maybe these are the guys who are corrupt and they're running away from Jackstar, and they're realizing, fuck, we gotta get out of town because this guy's gonna kill us. I don't know, but I never saw so many people. Or they go to the portal. So there's a portal. I'm out right there. Did you know that? I didn't open it. I think they're all going to work. Look at this. Wow. All right. So these people all have cars. Was that a caravan? How come I don't get a caravan? Oh, right, because I'm a sorcerer, and the whole world has been told that I've let my woman get raped, and the other half was told that I did rape them. So as you can imagine, I don't get a whole lot of fucking positive vibes from the environment these days. This black PR thing is pretty bad. And, maybe I got some of the details wrong, but obviously fucking something's happening. I don't know what, but when you walk home from the Walmart because your friend has driven off without you because she's pissed, and she can't tell you why. And the reason why is because if you knew, she thinks you'd put her in jail. And then even if you didn't, she'd feel embarrassed because you'd be laughing at her. Oh, yeah. Did she really get fucking bound by Gaius to the fucking dude? So is she bound by karmic law to, oh, well, no wonder she feels dumb. Fuck. Yeah. That makes sense. I wouldn't feel good about admitting to that either. Because we would both know what that meant. And then something weird going on in this town. And it's her birthday. And the other copy of Feichel was meant to be a birthday present for somebody. I ordered that one before 2021. So this Feichel book has been used as evidence presented by prosecutors to tell the court, hey, we gotta stop this guy. This book is dangerous. Because it is. Feichel has shit in it that, I've heard, right? But as a procurer and user of rare arts, I'm allowed to have that book. Now, this fucking court's going to disagree. They're going to say Michael Kuzi is an existential threat to humanity because we've been treating him like shit for a dozen years while we tried to rape his girlfriend, and we just laughed at him, and now we realized this morning at 9 a.m., oh shit, this kid really is a sorcerer. What do we do? Because I've been saying things like, I'm going to kill you, what's your address, I'm going to kill you. I've been saying this over and over and over. Like you do. Hang on. This is all part of my master plan. I came up with this shit on Christmas 2.5 years ago. I knew that it would be like this. Because I've read about it. I didn't know it would be like this. Fucking... The shit I have seen. And then I didn't think it'd be fucking dumb enough to fucking tear apart my fucking my birth tree statue. Somebody fucking tore it apart, motherfucker. Who the fuck is at my house? Who's rifling through my belongings? Who's these fucking hooligans? Who's in charge? A teleporter, a rape teleporter. Yeah, so I don't know who that is. I think it's Wes. I'm not sure what his name is, but there's somebody who has no morals, no empathy, no care. He can teleport with the snap of fingers, and he can rape happily anything, even his own mother. And that guy gets drugs and a paycheck, whereas I don't. So I think that situation will probably change. I'm not saying I should get all the drugs in the world and be able to teleport, but if a raper teleporter can get drugs and a paycheck, it seems like I should be on that list too. Doesn't that seem fair? Yeah. Here's a truck. Pull it up. I get the greatest visits these days. Yeah, I'm good, sir. Hello.
You gonna be here long or no?
No, I was doing some production, and then I'm gonna leave.
Oh, no, you're good. Take
Okay.
your time.
Thank you, sir.
Don't block the gate.
Oh yeah, absolutely not. And I wasn't gonna go in there either. And I'm not gonna be up to anything. Thank you, bro. So that's a Ranger. Oh yeah. He's got a white truck. I guess he's heard of me. Fucking cool. That wasn't part of my master plan. Getting to be known by the Rangers and being told to, I mean, he's not gonna come back and check on me later on purpose. I mean, he's heard that I'm pretty cool, and obviously I am. And he just listened to everything I just said. These people out here, they got technology. Teleportation is something that they were using in Egypt. There's a fucking teleportation school underneath the Sphinx. I believe they've used ground. I believe that there has been attempts with ground penetrating radar to find the hollow space under the Sphinx. Okay, confirmation. I guess maybe. I would check with Zahi Hawass if he's still alive. If he's still alive, what the fuck? This guy's got like ancient. So the Egyptians have not typically been excited about sharing the information about what's under the Sphinx. It's a chamber with no entrances or exits at all, and it's where they teach teleportation skills. And then how do you get there? You teleport there. What if you want to learn teleportation by yourself? You don't. Or do you? See? I read about this and I thought to myself, well, fuck. How do I break this cryptographic system? Because that's what I'm into. I'm into getting into the unpickable box. The chasing Amy, if you will, of cryptographic sequences. If you've got a system that's supposed to keep me out, unless I get help, turn your key, sir. I want to figure out a way to get in there without any help. Like you don't. Not like you do, like you don't, because most of you have friends, right? You have family, lovers, relatives, employers, girls at the water cooler that you're got a crush on that you're afraid to talk to, only to find out that she was a bitch anyway. Look, all of you are different from me. I don't have any friends. I don't. There's no one. I do, but they're on another plane of reality. And that's what I would call a turnkey situation. I don't know how exactly. I'll tell you later. Raped to death. They didn't exactly prepare me for this. I'm driving around Mount Rainier in a fucking red truck with the most ridiculous cargo load. I got my drone. I haven't even played it yet. I've been driving up and down the fucking mountainside, doing and saying the most crazy fucking shit into my phone while I'm under investigation and surveillance. Happy birthday, girls. And I'm doing this instead of kissing those girls' ass. One of them wants to fuck me. One of them wants to send me to jail. The other one wants me to get rid of the other one and marry her and then go to jail. And they both think I'm an asshole. And they're right, because I did all of this to piss them off. Because no matter what I do, I know it sounds crazy, but no matter what I do, these women at the point at which they're most vulnerable, they will be trafficked away and replaced with a robot duplicate that hates me. That I know it's that kind of fucking town. I didn't want to believe that was the case at first, even though it happened right in front of me, and I thought to myself, did I just win and they just took her away? And like, yeah, human trafficking sucks. And I guess the whole ageist thing, it doesn't protect her from that, because I'm cool, but I'm not that cool. Is this guy a motor? Is this a fucking? Is that a unicycle? What the fuck is that? That looks like a weird. Oh, yeah. Weird guy's riding his bike up Mount Rainier. Oh shit! That's an eternal or an implacable. One of those superhuman guys. That's just what. Hi, it's Jack. I'm a star. It's a wild world we live in here. If all that were true for sure, obviously this would be a much better use of my time than chasing Amy or even Tammy. But actually, I love her that much, so I have to go there, and I'm not just going to sit here and spurg about all this cool technology that really exists, so that I don't appear completely insane, because I'm going to have to go to trial. They're going to use everything that I say can and will be used against me. Okay, so everything I'm saying is being recorded. Oh yeah, I'm talking to the phone. I'm recording it, and people have heard me talk about the superluminals and the books that make drugs and the plan and the blah and the rape and the this, and they've heard me screaming, "I'm going to kill you! I'm going to kill you!" This is what the fucking jury has to fucking deal with. The grand jury, and the grand jury isn't even the fucking deal with my court case. And then my court case, that's just like the shellac on top. Underneath that, there are expectations that I will be charged with multiple crimes in multiple jurisdictions. They will throw the fucking book at Jack Michelson. Yeah, that's their plan, because obviously I'm just crazy. Doesn't that sound like I'm crazy? I hope so. I've gone to a lot of trouble to make it sound like I'm crazy, and the reason for this is that when it turns out I'm not crazy at all, that may not necessarily mean that everything I say is the words God's truth, but it will leave enough of a shadow of a doubt to make one Ms. Maid, Capricorn sales model girl of the year, sit up and take notice that, maybe she should have, maybe she miscalculated, maybe, right? And that shadow of a doubt for her, because right now she's convinced I need to be killed. I've been fucking her rival and yelling at her son, telling her that I'm going to telling him. Wait, her son's a girl? Oh, that's why. Okay, so I didn't know that, and now I just said that on YouTube, because I'm not gonna fucking erase that. She told me not to talk about her children on YouTube, on the internet. Now I'm going to talk about how her son is a girl, and I just soon kill him or her for her, and then she doesn't want me to do that. She wants me to kill her for his sake, and she likes it that her son has been, she thinks, show me who's boss. But what she doesn't know is that he's not boss of anything. He's gonna go to prison, like you do, and she's gonna have to do another jailbreak. But this time without me, because I'll be having sex with her other daughter that she didn't want me to know about, whose name shall remain nameless for now. But you might as well be toothless, because I'm gonna fuck the teeth out of that fucking moron. Yeah, Grapefruit. I'm gonna abuse your daughter's mouth while you have to go and rescue your kid from jail. Welcome home. Click. Okay, so she's gonna hear that. I'm gonna put that on YouTube. She's not gonna like it. She's not gonna get the humor. Okay, she's gonna spurg. She's gonna go full spurg. All right, that's important, because I want to tire this woman out. Today's the 22nd. Okay, so on the 26th, I need this Capricorn she-devil bitch woman fully drained of her electronic energies, as well as her magical energies, as well as her libido. I need this bitch fucking run ragged like you do. Doesn't that sound great? I should totally be allowed by the court to spend time with her, right? Okay, so here, I'm just going to say this once. I'm employing irony as a form of political protest and satire, and to punctuate my point. The things that I just said are pretty bad. If I were at all serious, if I were genuinely meaning that, obviously I should have my head examined, which I haven't had done in a while. Now, if there's a grapefruit who's had her hair examined, why has that doctor not fucking called me and said and asked me to come in? And then who is that doctor? And then when I go anywhere, how do I know which doctor I'm talking to? I had this woman fucking try to fucking gaslight me into fucking inadvertently agreeing to being represented by a fucking actor in our fucking attempt to put me in crypto fucking prison for 20 fucking years. Like you do. Grapefruit. What's her name? Holy fuck. That's a good name. Holy fuck. Fuck you, Tammy. Yeah. And all this is happening this week. At the same time as anything else, I didn't know there was going to be this much stuff layered on top of each other. I wonder what Mr. Trump is doing. I saw Melania, sort of, in a delusionary fantasy exchange sequence. She was shaped, my first lady of the car. She was shaped like a car, and she was she was a transforming spaceship. Melania Trump was. And she just wanted to say hi to indicate that she was aware of my progress, and she wasn't ready for me to get inside of her, but she would understand that would be great because she thinks I'm hot too. That one I didn't make up. That was a script that was handed to me, sort of, metaphorically speaking. All of this is designed to spurg. Soon it'll be the Blitzspurg. The Blitzspurg. My hand to God, I came up with all of this over Christmas after they lied to me and laughed at me in open court on the record by a prosecutor who looked like he was fucking ready to do heroin. Now maybe he wasn't. Maybe that was a clip. But what I think instead was that the prosecutor was thinking he was using his filter, but it wasn't turned on, and he was just high as balls on Christmas. And so he came in and he was high as balls laughing at me, and he didn't expect me to be there yet. He was going to have me arrested later. I was supposed to fall for the trap on Christmas and birthday, and then I was supposed to be arrested later, and I was supposed to have no possible chance of getting out of it. And instead, I got that stupid smack-addled fuck definitely fired, or else I'm rebad. And either way, I made an enemy that day because I looked at him and I wanted to fucking kill him. And I don't usually want to kill people on the day of the birth of the Prince of Peace. So that's what's going on in this part of the world. And I'm doing all this for Grapefruit and her friends. Not so that I can fuck one or the other or fuck them in series parallel. No, so they can have each other. For some reason, they weren't having sex with each other. They were just being raped by some guy who took them over. And I was in trouble because I didn't rescue them. And they didn't tell me they were fucking all knowing each other. So they got themselves in a pickle. This was supposed to be impossible for me to get out of. And instead, it took 2.5 years. I'm Hungarian. I'm not a bear. Yeah, I do pretty well with certain kinds of logic puzzles. There has to be a way to trace back everything they've been doing. And there is. It's called the neurosphere. And I spend all day, every day, everything. Mud Mountain Dam. Oh, yeah, I remember that. I'm not going there, but I read the sign, and I saw it on the map. And I was wanting to take my friend there, and instead of my friend talking to me, she has been kidnapped by some guy who rolled up on her and reprogrammed her brain illegally, unlawfully, and against protocol with some kind of mind control drug he's got that's going to kill her if he keeps on doing it. And I'm not willing to be party to that arrangement. Because if she dies, I'll be on the hook for it. Whether or not anybody in the town notices, they will. She's kind of a big deal. If she gets taken and lost, and I don't rescue her, and if I don't even show up, or I'm fucking some other woman, my reputation is grass. These people expect a miracle out of Jack Michaelson every day because they thought that she was a fucking waste of time, and on top of that, they think we're both pains in the ass, and they want to see me fail, and she's been there the whole time, so they can play us off against each other the whole time. That's why I'm dealing with this woman instead of Grapefruit. And then Grapefruit was supposed to be forgotten, and then actual Grapefruit, she's with her mother, so it's a fate worse than death there. I know all these things because I love her, and I would not push either one of them over a cliff or the other. I need them both to get the third. Turns out they were lying to me about stuff, and then there's all this cool information and technology that I could get, but I can't because other men have beaten me to it and have tattooed their names on these women's asses and shit, and they are married and they're all bound up and wound out, and I'm the interloper now. They've moved me into a parallel dimension where instead of my girlfriend getting raped and such and trafficked, now I'm the one who has to traffic and rape my girlfriends back the way Rubini did. Why was this guy doing the fucking what he was doing? And the answer is that it's like a test of the creator. How many girls can you rape? And then the next opponent comes and they have to rescue that many girls, and then it's some kind of a thing where Rubini and I are competing against each other for Hot Teen Poon, which is way more fun than it sounds. And as can be seen, I'm a highly disturbed individual. And I probably shouldn't be allowed around kids or grown-ups if I'm this high. I certainly should have a knife. I'm carrying tons of knives. Tons. I got like 5 knives in the car right now because I started collecting them, and then I had a pocket knife, and one of her fucking karmic boyfriends fucking stole it. Because I guess he needed my fucking knife. These fucking dudes have been stealing my shit and leaving and just harassing the fuck out of me for over a dozen years. Like you do. So that's Jack Star's life right now. So sorry about your birthday. I thought it was more important to keep you alive. 36 minutes more about birthday. The first one she didn't like. No. This one she might like better. If she listens to it all, she's probably busy getting railed up and getting fucked, like anyone would want to do. And then I don't get to, right? These superluminals, they reach down from heaven like the hand of God, and they change circumstances and they make it so that I never get to have any fun. Like Roseanne Barr, never get to no place, never get to have no fun. I'm a domestic goddess, but no, I'm a badged regulatory professional is what I am now. Spoiler alert, the badge thing's going to go through. I was surprised, and here's why I know the badge thing's going to go through. I didn't want one. It's an accessory that's cool, especially since it works. But I didn't ask for one. I never stayed up late going, oh, I wish I could have a badge. I want to be a real cop. No, I don't. I don't want to be a cop at all. I'm not. I'm a paladin. I'm clergy. I have special privileges. I have special rights. And this fucking badge was forced on me by the divine, as well as the machinations of whoever was living at my house while I was at the Fulsburg Mount St. Helens Hotel that I still owe $3,000 to. I should call her now and say, hey, you want $3,000? Now I got a badge. What do you want? And then I could probably pester her for information, because she couldn't tell me information before because she was afraid she'd get in trouble, and she would have, because that was an official investigation, not a frame up job. And so I didn't get answers out of her. I asked her where my clothes were. She said they threw them away. You threw away my clothes? Well, maybe she did. She fucking she let Teef take my magic wedding fork. Setting aside the right or wrongness of this at the moment, this is really how petty this whole fucking thing is. Lesbians and their bitch queens are arguing with each other about which item went where to go to which fantasy wedding, and I had them all in the first place, and obviously I'm the man to do such things. And then once that's considered, the Toast-Leses and the Lesbos separate themselves into a dance of counterclockwise, reciprocating, circling like the Ethel Merman. From the top down, it looks like a creepy pantomime done by gestures, which is exactly what it is. That's what I try to avoid, because I don't want to slowly, methodically, painfully work my way through each of these wires, one on top of the other. Because that leads to problems when doing routine maintenance. Your screws get stripped. God, I'm fucking tired. I don't have access to the chemical I need. I don't have what I need. I don't have this. I don't have that. And I'm running on empty. And she's getting brainwashed by a prosecutor. Wow. That siren song must be pretty fucking potent. Because I passed full red flag runaway level quite a while ago. But I continued to go on and on and on with the story. To the extent that I'm listening to this story, and right in front of me we got Lisa Collin. Lisa Collin, really? I like her. Lately, I've been having odds with her. I've been saying some rude things. She doesn't like my language, but that was one of the reasons why I used it. I needed to get her attention, and I believe she starts to think about that now. Whereas before, she didn't pay any attention to the fact that she wasn't who she thought she was, and I wasn't who she thought she was because she didn't care who I was. She wanted to keep me away from the hot teen poon because she was a sex addict and she was held in thrall to the Soviet Luciferian E.T. Parley Soviet lesbian agenda. Much more complicated than the satanic one, and I'm not going to blow that one up. Fuck any agenda you got that's got naked Soviet girls kissing each other, I'm in. I'm there. I'm an observer. I'm a triangulator. I'm a participant. I'm a volunteer. I got a thing for Russian women now. Well, always. Full disclosure, I've always been madly in love with the Russian woman. Always. For the first time, always. Like, I can't even deal with it. I can't even fucking deal with it. Oh, hi. Yeah, now she knows. She's into me too, but we're busy. We work. She's in disguise. She didn't believe it. I'm disgusting. I'm vile. She can't stand it. I smoke, I drink, I gamble with people's lives, and I don't bother to learn magic from her. And I pretend she's an idiot. Yeah, she can't fucking stand it. I'm sorry. And I'd push everybody away and just take her if I could. But it's not that kind of deal. Oh God, now I got another whole parade coming up here. Okay, these are all motorcycles. 1, 2. I get to count motorcycles. Police. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow. Okay, those guys are cool. Where are they going? What is there to do? Like, I've never seen so much traffic in my life on this type of road. And I just felt my fucking truck get moved by a fucking tractor beam. I'm not that hot. I'm not that high. There must be something going on. Anybody want to hook up a news flash? Like you do? Nobody? Okay. Well, that's Jack Michelson's world. I'm just gonna yawn because I've been up all night. It's 7:00 in the morning. I don't know where this woman is, but she's not on my dick, and I don't know where to go yet. But I'd like to say if it was just a matter of having sex, I would have by now. And I know exactly who it would be. It would be the wrong one, because I'm being scrubbed and pushed by people to take steps too soon. I don't want another lover. I want to see if Grapefruit's okay. And she is, but she won't be if I don't get to talk to her for a little bit before I start picking up new lovers. I don't think she could handle one. I think if I put my dick into a new girl right before court, and I was fucking all the way through the preamble, and then I wasn't there when they were called, I think she's so far in denial that she could be looking at me on the screen and not know that that's what she was seeing, because she's firmly believing that I'm loyal to her. I am, but she doesn't think that what I just described at all is anything close to loyalty. Whereas it's actually the only way I could do it. It's the only thing I could have done in the face of this economy. Oh God. I can't live on. Yeah, there we go. Early warning system. I can't live on corn and potato oil alone. I gotta have avocado at least, and it has to be a tripartite thing. And then I need the oil that makes it so that it doesn't get rancid and such. And then I don't want a fried food, but I have to. People expect it. And I didn't want a badge, but I have the baddest. I have a fucking clergy badge. It's got magic powers. Yeah. It's some assembly required. I did go on a quest for it. It just showed up. I I didn't want to believe at first that I was questing for a magical badge that indicated I was authentic clergy. It is what the people demand. No paladin badge, no paladin shield. Que sera, sera. That's the kind of planet we're on. And I have one, so I actually am a paladin. And somebody who shall remain nameless was wishing that I would be given something cool. Yeah, she was looking forward to seeing me after her trip, but she didn't succeed. She was taken out, and she didn't know that could happen. Neither did I. So that explains why I didn't see her. And then to resurrect and such, they have to be. Oh God, I'm getting the night sweats just thinking about it. Long story short, I haven't been able to make any rendezvous by design. The triumvirate of arch evil knows what kind of talents that a man like myself can possess. And since I live on the planet where I was born, and I'm in my 50s, I'm not too spurred off, but there's a real risk of bonbon belly if I just sit around eating bonbons all day. I don't want bonbon belly. I've already got something else. And I don't have access to the right kind of speed because these people are very, very jealous of their technology. And the Native Americans won't give it to me properly. I mean, they could, but a plane crash would kill people. It's sad. Just for me asking. That's a different kind of sealed off than just got to use the chemistry set. No, you got to use the chemistry set and break down stuff into its ultimate elements in a way that it's expensive. Yeah. And after just getting them and then clicking until they were just no well again. I hated that. Sorry. Oh. Sorry. I almost passed out. Good thing I'm parked on the side of the road. 46 minutes. Fuck, I'll have to listen to that later. All right, I gotta go. I really do want to get laid, but I can't. I need to see Allison, and then she's busy being tortured. She has to defeat her karmic pair by herself. I defeated mine. She can defeat hers. And she has the best cheerleading music ever now. Rah, rah, rah. I'm not going to sing for her right now because I'm really tired. Dehydrated. And I'm embarrassed. Because this is what I've done to help work after she flew away and left the country with somebody else and thought that was a good idea and got raped and hasn't been found since. Cool story, huh? Bruh.
In the chat we congregate, just for debate we celebrate. No Orleans with wisdom bright, me keeps it tight all night. Topics fly, emotions soar, voices rise, let's hear some more. Moderation, keep it cool, debate is the golden rule. Just like debate, we communicate, thoughts collide, we elevate. Heavy bass and questions strong, in this chat we all belong. Ideas clash like thunder loud, in the mix we draw a crowd. Just like debate, we communicate, thoughts collide, we elevate. Heavy bass and questions strong, in this chat we all belong. Ideas clash like thunder loud, in the mix we draw a crowd. Stutter silence till the end, drop the bass and the go care. No one wins, there's words in weight, meet ensures we keep it straight. Just like debate, we communicate, thoughts collide, we elevate. We communicate, thoughts collide, we elevate. Heavy bass and questions strong, in this chat we all belong. Ideas clash like thunder loud, in the mix we draw a crowd. Just like debate, we communicate, thoughts collide, we elevate.
this Spurg lady did not understand the laws of cause and effect. Okay, so she spent years, literally years, hiding out and acting like she wasn't there, and people respect her because it must have been so traumatic. He had an actual dick, and she actually got near it. Oh my gosh, she can't smell anything. She's blind in one eye. She's got a vitamin D deficiency. That's probably good. Yeah, this is fucked up. And then I never saw the actual fucking drama of it because they turned all fucking searchlights on this woman because she was obviously a fucking live one, right? Like nobody paid attention to me. Everybody focused on her, and they had no idea what the fuck had happened, but they couldn't blame me because I was gone. Fuck you. And they had her left over, and she was eager to please because she didn't. I'm sure she figured out at some point. Oh, this is what life like without Michael is like. Oh, yeah, a lot of motive energy, out the window. Would have been happy to give it to her, but she was busy. I'm not gonna say. I'm not proud, right? And then nobody really understood what was happening until now. You thought Kaiser Soze was a tough cookie? You have no fucking idea, people. Yeah, that was a criminal. Imagine you got a fucking holy fucking lawful paladin from Fungerg in Hungary, and you fucking rape and kill his wife and kids. What do you think? What do you think? Yeah, well, that's so unlikely that would happen. Yeah. Yeah, we're probably gonna be okay. Me, and the people I care about. The rest of you, I don't give a fuck. Do not give a single fuck. Y'all had ample opportunity to behave. Most of you behaved in a way that resembled Smersh. Not Spectre. They had a little bit more class, but special exec. No. Fuck, I don't care. I don't care. I think about the Bond movies and I'm like, oh, God, no wonder Mother loved these. Because she was like invested in the holy strength that powered the whole thing behind the scenes. I don't blame her. It's powerful. And that her son became the embodiment of the last living fragment of it. Not surprising. Would have been anywhere. And then that her son doesn't give a shit about her fucking dreams and shit. And I'll burn the fuck. I'll shit on it to burn it to cinders and fucking leave. And you'll never see it again for all I care. Believe it. Yeah, she's gone. How many times did you kill Jewel? How many fucking wives does fucking George Brzezicki, what's his name? George Lazenby. How many fucking wives does that guy have? They're all dead. Okay. I knew that it would be a stopgap measure, declaring my torturer's child to be my wife. How was I going to kill her? Well, diabolically. Yeah, it's a spurged off imaginary part of the world, but it's a part of the world nonetheless, and it doesn't resemble reality, consensual reality that you live in. Number one, because I'm not there. Number two, yeah, duh. This is in 8mm background. Number three, I'm very clever. I know what permissions do. I know what words are. Words. And then I know this is my friend. Her daughter, my friend. That's period. That's been established. There's not really anybody who can show up and like argue that. Her daughter's my friend. She's my friend. But I'm a lot closer to the daughter than her because her daughter didn't pop out of the womb and get immediately fucking anus pinched. Like that woman, her mother, pissed off the wrong dudes, sensing a pattern, and they chased her all over the place, and they eventually caught to her. And what was I going to do? I was 15. What was I going to do? Oh, create a foolproof plan to unfold with diabolical precision over the course of 35 decades. Yeah, but I shorted it up a bit. 3.5 decades. Yeah. I wanted it to happen in one life because I wanted to make sure that she understood. I had the option of selecting for her to be safe for eternity, but no. I didn't care for her attitude. I didn't like her fucking sense of bullshit. Like it was fucked up. And I don't blame her now, but at the time I was confused. Why are you acting like I need to rape you? Well, she was upset because she had been trained to have a plausible reason for a nigger to be raping her. She was told, it's okay if you enjoy it, but he has to be culpable. Yeah. That's the rule. You know, that's the woman who grew up here. So I can understand that it's not her fault. She probably should have thought that through. She's shy. It never came up. I'm not a nigger, right? This chick's 45 now, okay? We went on a date when she was 19. I may have a commanding presence, but that wasn't it. It was that they kept on imprinting on me because I'm cool, and then she's gullible, and then she's got a heart's wish to have this kind of experience that she's never had with anybody, and she can have it with me. If she bends the knee, it didn't used to be like that. Now, bitch, you got bend. Bye. I call her bitch. She's had children from other men. Her tits have suckled other bloodlines. I don't really have to worry about doing shit for this woman, right? Yeah, I mean, she'll be around. Oh, is somebody cooler than me going to show up? Well, it's about time, yeah. So that puts me neatly in the narrative. And I intended none of this. I meant no malice. I'm not part of the Thuggy Piggy gang from Texas. There's no Thuggy Piggy gang in Hungary. We eat them. The Schweinhund are delicious. I don't like cops who like cops. I don't like people who set people up. You know why? Because teasing is bullying. It's uncouth and unkind, and it's unnecessary if you have your own fucking intellect. Yeah. And if a man does it to a girl, oh, he's a cad. If a woman does it to a man, she's a entrepreneur? Like the whole thing's such a spurred off mess. That's why I'm happy to announce that thanks to the diplomatic services of myself and the Kuzi Oscillation Overthruster, I have signed her up for another 5-year tour of duty as my bound chattel whore. She doesn't know bound chattel whore. She thinks she has free will. She doesn't even know what that is. She doesn't know the difference between free will and free choice. Her brain's all cooked off. She's all loafing around watching Hoarders trying to figure out where her next fucking coconut sundae's coming from. For real. Yeah, they did it. They did a scramble on her. I don't blame her for being pissed at her, but yeah, if I'm gonna turn her brain on again, I have to be prepared, right? And I don't mind them for doing all manner of shit to this woman. What a pain in the ass she is when she goes off track. Oh my God, crying and whining and yeah. She asked me if she could get a gun. Oh, she was so obnoxious. And at no time did she say, I want to suck your dick. No, never. And the reason why is because she had been dosed with mind control chemicals by a man who will remain unnameless. I don't need to rat him out. Guy's kind of cool now. But she wasn't interested in sucking cock because she was genetically bred to avoid doing so. She wanted to make men feel bad. And she wanted to support her sisters by being a fucking big fag lesbian whore who fucking got used by other fags. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, satanic lesbian agenda. Part of the satanic homosex agenda corporation of monopolies. None of this this doesn't exist anymore. Now it's real simple. She's pissed off everybody. I actually like her. And I don't just enjoy her suffering. I actually like her. And then having sex with her. well, sure. Go ahead, get a shot, honey. Yeah, she's all spurred off. And there's no way for somebody who didn't love her, who didn't have chemical assistance, could ever get in there. Like her box is sealed. Cryptographic identity lock. Yeah. Which is great for me because it's not my identity. It's his. And he has no idea because he's out of the loop. He pretty much pays attention to his dick and his future and his needs, and he's a karmic, so he doesn't really have access to the same stuff. He doesn't love who I love the way I do. He loves Melky. I don't blame him. I love Melky too. Does he even know Elkie? Probably he raped her. He's probably her father. Karmics don't operate the way humans do, right? They're not quite NPCs, but that explains a lot. Inglorious Bitch is a karmic. She really is. She's not an NPC. Have you seen Inglorious Bitch lately? Do you know who that is? Do you know Betty Brooke? You. Nigger, who the fuck are you, and why aren't you calling me and giving me money? Oh, right, because I'm not asking for any. Yeah. Did you know Art Bell is live right now? He's in heaven doing broadcasts. And they have a algorithm that can pick him out of the air and play him on planets where he's still dead. They're not going to do it, though, because there's agreements. Yeah. Plus, Art doesn't want to fucking get involved again. Art wants to see me fucking blow them up with my ass, which I can do. I can blow them with my air pump, too, but if I have a donkey or a jackass or a mule that can do it, it's all the better. And that's how fucked off iHeartRadio is. Like, I don't even need to attack it. I don't want to. I don't care. Who gives a fuck? Nobody cares about Coast to Coast because they know it's a robot. They know it's going to be gatekept. And there's no commercial that says, hey, Jack Star's on Coast to Coast. There you go. You're ready. Let's go. No. I'm not doing shit. Most people have figured out that not anybody else really has anything on the ball. Okay. Whereas I've been working this gig 24/7 ever since he fucking quit. Huh? Where'd you go? Why? A horrible event? What's that? What happened? I need to track this down. I don't think anybody else was as invested as I was. Okay? Trust me, I'm invested. I don't want to get into how. And then I didn't really comprehend that I would be in a position to be top man on the detective board. But nobody else fucking wants to. Nobody else thinks it matters. No, I mean, they've given up, basically. And they don't understand the connections, whereas I do. Okay? And I respect them from a citizenship point of view. I'm not trying to make a splash. I'm not trying to steal things that aren't mine. Not at all. Those who suggest that I am, soon it will be legal to face the question of the death. Like they'll be revealed as the karmic vampires they are, and then you can just kill them. They'll be open season. Like who would want to damage me further after the last 5 years I've gone through? Well, we killed his cat and took away all his girlfriend, and his parents are dead, and wasted a lot of money, and then we've been slowly eating away at his entire life for a long time. And as soon as he finds out, we're hoping that he gets real depressed because we're tired of boring. And so, we think he should be on antidepressants. Like no. I should be on fucking Mars, but instead I'm staying here because I know exactly what to do. Exactly. Yeah. No one's going to stop me. Tammy herself could not come back from the dead and say, Sumi and I took a vote and we decided that we're gonna blow you every day. He's gonna blow your little toes and I'm gonna blow your little dick, and then every day we're gonna flate you, and then that way you won't have to destroy the Arch of Time, okay? Thanks, I'm gonna click and then disappear. That's her vision of like a good meeting with me, because this woman has never been allowed to know anything real about me. I never told her the truth. She never talked to me about the truth. I wrote letters to somebody else, and she pretended to be her. And then that woman she and I fell in love when we sang together. Yeah, and then there was like 4 or 5 Tammys. And then the one that I like is trapped in a castle, forced to hate cock and love vag and be a total douchebag. Yeah, it's nuts what Satan did. When I said I destroyed and annihilated the satanic homosexual agenda, it didn't mean that it's all gone. I mean, there's still a pattern that life falls into. But it's no longer anything I recognize. I don't need to respect it. I don't give a fuck if my wife is a lesbian who wants to chow box. Okay, so do I. And like the notion that I would be disappointed or upset, like in that great classic movie that my mother loved, When Harry Met Sally. Harry was devastated that his wife turned out to be a lesbo. How did he not see that coming? Oh, self-absorbed, arrogant, narcissist Jew. Yeah, what a surprise. Yeah. So and then why did Sally not find him interesting? She didn't, because she wasn't at the end of her rope yet. He was her fallback guy. Much like I used to be somebody's fallback guy, I am no longer. Now I'm like team captain. I fulfill a niche for approximately 8,000 total lesbo whores that can't be fulfilled by anybody else. And I don't mind that they're lesbo whores. I really don't. And they may well mind, but they don't really have a choice since they're dead. And I don't have any distinction between a dead lesbo and a live lesbo. The bed will die at the same calendar date, and then I don't need to wake up a lesbian's libido, such as it is. Yeah, I don't care about that. What a relief. I would want nothing more than to tell Karen, hey, this is why I didn't tell you. Because Karen would have killed her. Killed her dead. I don't doubt it for a fucking minute. Yeah. Killed her dead. And I didn't know what I would say that would make that happen. And I didn't think I was going to want to. But I could tell that if I got a good head of steam going, I'd be like, yeah, go, Karen, go for the jug. I would have gone for the juggler myself, but I would have been knocked down by her, whatever the fuck, Kiwi force field. Whatever, the fucking bullshit was bullshit. And I didn't want to tell anybody. I was afraid what would happen. Now that I've lived several years longer and I have told a few people some things and seen what has happened, I know that I was right to be afraid. Fucking shit was fucked. Even more so than usual because of reasons I don't need to go into. I don't want to go into. I'm fucking 51. I don't want to talk about high school. Except for, the way it felt the first time I noticed a girl liking me. I'm not going to say your name. No. I don't want her to spurg out. She's dead. She has a new life here. A lot of the people in high school are dead, since I think they got taken out during 9/11, because they would have noticed, hey, wait a second, that's and then they didn't want anybody talking about how it was obviously whatever. I mean, I did, but nobody took me seriously. Because I was gay. Like, was I? Really? God, I love Germany, but Esther and Ori are probably the least German woman I've ever met. And that's probably because I'm from another planet, they think, but I'm not. Another planet is an alien. Another planet, if it's a terrestrial planet, then it's just an extraterrestrial. And if I'm born on 2 planets, then is that extra? Or, like, how does that work? And then are they Mormons? Because the last time I went through Utah, I bought beer from these girls who were all giggling because they couldn't figure out why it was funny for them to card me for buying alcohol. And then she needed help. She needed a witness. And then they were both, like, half my age. And then they were acting like I was doing something fanciful. These 2 6-packs of lame beer. They're like, woo. I'm like, oh, I get it. You're that bored. And then at no time did I think, ooh, I should go back and get me a pair of Mormon girls. Oh, no. They order out for me. Utah would love me. Oh, yeah. They got a whole forward position. They want me to be an idiot. I lost everything. They think they're going to be that way. I don't know why they think I'm going to be that way, except for the one time I faked it. Right? And then I guess everybody else falls for it. Like, I don't know. Who am I supposed to be sad about? Who? The fucking serial rapist who fucking hates me? Oh, I'm real sad I don't get to fucking be hanging out with him. Well, he'd be easy pickings, but that's generally how these fucking serial predators work. And I read about this years ago. That's where I came up with my plan. And then I don't know where your plan came up with, but I think somebody else copied my plan and didn't know it was a plan for destroying her pimp daddy. Ashes, bitch. I'm not even kidding. I'm not started, but there's only one way for a person to go when they get in that area. I've made up with Chris, by the way. Kathy. It's none of their business. Yeah, I was so offended. You're actually exactly my type. That's how terribly frustrating it is. No, not until their spirits are laid to rest in the ground, I guess. I don't know. I'm just not sexy at all anymore. I don't care. Yeah, I don't care. Have at it with anybody you want. But in fact, you should. I did not tap her. I did not tap you, and he can have you both. Go ahead. Yeah, do it. Yeah. If I swung that way, I would do it myself. Yeah, he's delightful. Yeah. And she did. She tapped out of hell, and she requested sustenance from Jesus, and Jesus came down and took a copy, and then they just spurred me off because they figured I was some kind of a lying, cheating weasel. They didn't understand that they had actually done that, and they left me to decay and die in the mists of time, and they never did a fucking thing. They just took everything. So those people are I'm going to say grounded, right? And they're not going to get extra privileges. And like at least 1/3 of them are in deep remorse, and then at least 2/3 of them are high as a fucking kite all the time. So I don't want to do fuck whatever. Jack, you can't get high. That might draw attention to sheep getting high. Yeah, and then they might know, Jack. You need to cover for us because. But at that point, they were probably guilty of multiple capital offenses, like death sentence. These people were fucking crazy. And then I gave them a little boost by disappearing and not getting in the way and being really pissed. I gotta remember the exact moment that I remember now. Yeah, I wasn't playing. No. I was like, wow, you're doing this consciously, and you expect me to be too stupid to notice, and you're daring me to do something about it because you want to see people get in a fight, and you want to have a Hungarian rape baby, nigger baby from a pugilist going to jail would be good. That's what she thought. If you can call it thinking. Fucking programmed tweebies. It's not cool. I hope there's no connection between her and Fluffy, because I really like Fluffy. I always did. And then every single time they tried to connect across continents, the connection is real, valid, and they kill it. Because there's like 80 or 90 viable options for me to pick up that soul flame energy with. And they don't want that. They want me to extinguish myself. They want me to die. They want me to hate Tammy and to be, I don't understand. That was the 90s. Okay, I understand now. I get the whole fucking thing. Okay. I could tell you bits and pieces. I couldn't tell you what Karen Hughes reminds me of when she kisses, because I never kissed her. And then they offered her up to me as a sacrifice. I didn't care. I was busy. And then I don't negotiate with kidnappers and like, oh, hey, Karen, you're alive. Cool. I hope they let you die soon and come into a new body. She looked a little spurred out, but still, it was Karen, which was nice because she was always the next up on the I'm going to kill myself and come back to life in a fucking slutty chambermaid's fucking dream, right? But it didn't happen. I didn't kill myself. I didn't want to. And then I made a deal with Karen that she would be number one on my action list when I got to heaven. It's still true. She says it's totally worth it. Oh, that's nice of her. So when I told this to Spurglord and Spurglord Alpha, they got all pissed off because they couldn't fit Karen into their plans. They didn't know who the fuck she was because they didn't fucking talk to me for longer than it took to get my dick hard, which admittedly that was nice. But, I don't just like burn from one trim to the next. I actually have a method to my systematic goat cooking, right? Louis Wayne is giggling. Louis Wayne, you are grounded. You're in trouble. Yeah. You inadvertently injured your daughter. I know. No one thought that was possible, and I wasn't there to warn you. I wouldn't have let you. But yeah, she's not pissed. Right, but she doesn't believe in you anymore. Well, she is 36, you fat fuck, so I don't think she needs to believe you. Did she need to give her back her fucking Dakota ring and fucking blankie hemp? Like, whatever, this fucking family. So they're fine, and then they're not going to be corrupt forever. Envy is actually real important. He has irreplaceable skills that serve the country well. And he's an arrogant dick. He's a Scorpio. He's supposed to be. He's supposed to be a narcissist. He's not supposed to harvest from chosen ones for 36 years. But since I didn't know he was doing that, and... Well, now I know who's not getting my dick, right? He can have a copy, and then he's not going to... I don't think he's going to breed his daughter in public since he's locked in no way out on that declaration. And everybody knows, like, there's something that involves... Hi, I'm Jack. I won. And my prize is I get to force my ex-lover to fuck her father on TV and like it. Not really. She's not my ex-lover. She dumped me with an email, and I never saw her again with no explanation. And now she gets raped by her father in this world. That world. I don't care. Special consequences. I'm sorry, bitch. Sorry. I'm kidding. That sounds terrible. These people come from a background of SRA, which I'm not going to describe other than say it's vile. It's supposed to be, and I hold them no ill will. I don't see why a father can't fuck his daughter, other than the mother. But if they're the same person and then they're just basically just a big ball of goat cheese with hairs from the moon, and then she turns into a werewolf anyway and she never sees again, I'm willing to go with it. And then I don't mind if he leaves him. If she leaves him destitute and alone, he can get a VR copy, right? But he doesn't need to breed with her. He's not going to breed his own fucking daughter. No. Who is that clan in Game of Thrones with the Red Wedding? He needs fresh blood, so she makes a promise. Okay, blah blah blah, and then he's like, "Fuck it, I'm going to break the agreement," and then he murders him. Yeah. I honestly can't believe how stupid they are. I'm not going to allow my friend to get bred by her father and be an incest mommy poppy milksop. No. I can stop that easily. I could call CPS, but I won't. I'm sure one of you fucking assholes will do it. But this is all hypothetical. It doesn't have to actually exist. But the potentiality is there, especially if I call somebody up and say, "Yeah, I'm tired of your bullshit. I'm going to go fuck somebody else." Click. If I did that to either of those two people, again, there's no telling how many tears a fucking a Pisces and a Scorpio in the past and what they are now is I don't know, but wicked entitled, and suddenly discovering after jumping through a time portal that, hey, the sorcerer doesn't like us anymore. What do we do? Wow, you're fat. Now, like, that's not something they'd thought of because they're toddlers in the future. I prefer the original, but she got messed up, and then the progeny didn't end run around the mother and tried to figure out what was really going on because the mother always lied. You know how women are. And then she figured that there must be something special going on because she heard so much about me and how, he's the devil. Well, I'm not. And now she knows that I didn't know this. I had no idea. I'm not making that story up. I had no idea. I didn't pay attention. Generally, when somebody does what they did, not her, but the other two, generally I never think of them again. In that case, I was really puzzled why I would have to tell 3 other women because I avoided them, hoping that they wouldn't ask me questions like, "What happened? hey, you want to go out? You know, if they didn't ask me those questions, I could get through the day. But if they did, I would have to say, hang on, I need to burst into tears for no apparent reason. Or I'd have to tell them the truth. And I just knew the truth wouldn't go over well. Oh, no. She couldn't even admit to me how she knew the truth. And then I puzzled it together later. And I couldn't believe that she'd actually been that foolish. But I guess she was just convinced that I was a worthless, couldn't fuck nigger. And she didn't want to give me speed because she wanted a sperm sample of a nigger rape baby that would not contaminated by the stuff that she was on all the time. Welcome to women logic. Yeah, it didn't have to be that way, but she was deliberately being misled into wasting her time, as was I. We weren't supposed to have a good time. Oh, no. This was the U.S. Navy's Twin Flame project, which I'm sure most of you don't know much about. Have you seen The Final Countdown? The Final Countdown with Kirk Douglas? And I think it's not Cliff O'Neill, but the guy who plays Damien in The Omen 3, all grown up, he plays this guy who gets fucking sent to the Enterprise or the Nimitz, and it's 1941, and they're on an aircraft carrier, and it's about World War II is about to start, and it's like, oh my God, do we do anything, or do we just sit here and spurg? They spurg. And there's this woman who gets caught in time, and at the end of the movie, she's like in the limo, and she's all old, but he's still young, and they're like, wow, I just saw you yesterday, and you were young, and now you're a bitch. But they don't go to that. He just gets in the black limousine and drives away. Yeah, it's cool. It's a cool movie. No connection to the Europe song, named Final Countdown, I think. So that's kind of what I got going on here. I don't have grandfathers alive when I was born because I am my own grandfather twice. I come back and I knock out my grandmothers. I can see why they go insane. And I'm out of the picture and thus officially dead by the time I'm born. That's why I'm unique, among other reasons. I can see why Omega Tits Supreme wanted me to give her a baby batter. And then she was convinced that it was best to get it without permission. She thought that would increase the chances of having a prime orangutan nigger baby. This is what Kiwis actually believe back then. Yeah. And she was being groomed by fucking fucktards who wanted her to be fucked up in the head. So she was, right? And she did terrible things to me, and when she found out it was way too late, oh, that was years ago. Okay, fast forward to now. What was your name again? Oh, fuck you, Michael Lacey. Yeah, I've unraveled all. Nobody ever thought that I would be able to find any kind of madness. They didn't know there was a pattern underneath, but there was. I didn't want to sit down next to the girl, and I did. And then I was like, oh, because I knew she was far too insecure and insipid to believe that she was ever going to be beautiful. But she was. As soon as she stopped being a fucked off, groomed lesbian whore and learned how to embrace any cock but mine, I guess. And then stopped thinking that fat was bad because women are supposed to be curvy. And then fat, she didn't know jack from fat until like several lifetimes later when she got stuck in the body of Elizabeth, the eroticon coked out mega whore of accountancy class 5. I assumed that she was some kind of a sperm whale or a spurglord that didn't have full consciousness, and she didn't. She was like, there's something wrong. There's something really wrong. And that's what happens when a person is trafficked away from their destiny and they really piss off the person they were supposed to have a conversation with. At that point, I didn't care. Like, you look like her. Wow, I guess you're in hell. I guess you deserve it. So I didn't think too much about what effect I would have on the person who had, fucked me over. I just couldn't take it anymore. She was just like so full of shit. Because she was in the Matrix and she could jump in and out of her fat body. So she was like funny about it. She thought it was cute. Oh, let's see if you've kissed me in fat. How desperate is he? Like she was still the desperate days. Because she was imagining that I was desperate for her. No, I wanted somebody else. And then the teacher's father, the classroom's teacher moved me from one side of the room to the other. And took me away from the girl that I naturally liked and sat me next to Alpine Weasel. Who I do love, right? So right there, my destiny had been switched. And the other girl, she committed suicide, and so did her father. He was a bad teacher, but he told his daughter to stop flirting with me. And I never talked to her again. And then she killed herself. Now here's Pat with the weather. Yeah, that's my life. So I can see why there's issues. And aren't we all cheerful that I'm not a total fucked off mess? But a lot of this stuff is actionable. If some people will collect money on it. I probably won't go for the big score. You remember Amanda Knox? She was my girlfriend when she was in a different name. That was a whole setup. I can see her behaving that way though, but she got set up and then she probably sat there. Wow, that's no wonder she was so weird with me. Yeah, she couldn't tell me she was Amanda Knox because she was loyal to the thin blue line or some shit. I don't know. And then she was mad at me for what she thought was an aggrieved insult. Not quite. I saved her life, but she didn't see it that way. So all these people are showing up out of nowhere, which means that certain people, I guess they have less time in the day to not call me and to talk shit about me while stealing my money. Reports are hazy at this point, but I'm pretty sure she's going to change her mind at some point and say, oh my God, what happened? And the answer is, you hopped off the Jack train and it left the station. I don't know why people thought I was going to stay here. Oh yeah, because I told Shane, hope I can stay here forever, I love it here. And he fucking believed me. What a moron. See, at the time, I wasn't lying. I was being facetious, and if you can't tell the difference, that's not lying to a federal agent. And I knew he was a federal agent. You're a dick, Shane. See, I'm not lying. And then he should be a dick. The stuff he's got to deal with, not everybody's nice like me. He has met some tough customers. And it's hardened his heart against the truth and made him forget what the fuck life's all about. And that's why I'm mercilessly teasing this fucking skinny little fuck. He's right over there. It doesn't even occur to him to think, hey, maybe I should apologize for sabotaging his water well because it's a water crime. And maybe I should invite him over for dinner and a shower. It's a little late for that, but like, I just can't believe it. I tell people, yeah, I got no water. And they're like, they accept that as if it's the most natural thing in the world. Well, for them, because they know a bunch of druggies, they know what it means. It means the DEA is on. They're turning off the water so they don't flush the drugs. Like fucking, what a bunch of spurg fucks. So in my case, they turned off the water because Azare said so, because he's tired of paying the power bill because they didn't install solar panels because they didn't think I'd be here long. And they didn't want to install anything. They just wanted to kill me and get rid of me. They were drunk as fuck and high as a kite. They didn't think I mattered. And by the time they came down, it was too late. And I told them, yeah, don't go in that building until I talk to somebody. And then I left. And when I came back, they had ransacked the building. And they were grinning at me, smiling behind their little red snake smiles, as if they had done something cool, as if they had gotten away with something, as if they had shown me what's what. Oh yeah, Whitey. Oh yeah, what are you gonna do about it? I'm gonna fucking not do a fucking thing while I watch the fucking spirits torture your asses, because I fucking told you that's the fucking rule and you broke it. Fucking day one, these two were like fucking Adam and Eve. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I haven't seen him since. Arguable. And then I'm not mad at him, but I didn't set him up either. But I did take advantage of the opportunity when I saw, I can get rid of these people right now. Have not seen them since. And I suppose hope springs eternal, that the ability to testify against me. They're not testifying for shit. Yeah, what's to testify? And yeah, he yelled back at me after I yelled at him after I didn't tell him that I was dating his ex from high school, and then I stole a whole bunch of money and told him to pay for this kid who wasn't really a kid. He was a DA agent, called him. Yeah, he got mad, but then he didn't hit me. He just yelled at me and then left. So I think he was trying to kill me. Where do I sign? Yeah, this is not going to fly. It's not going to fly. And then I've got tape on conversations about this woman going back off and on 30 years because she's a time traveler. And I conveniently only had one Spurglord girlfriend ever. So I don't have to go back and forth with getting right. So there's just one. Yeah, and she didn't delete a fucking voicemail and she never sent one back. Yeah, it's perfect. I couldn't believe it. It was the most primo setup I'd ever heard of. It came directly from the divine, and they fell for every fucking word. They thought that I was unable to control myself, that I was spurged out in love with what's-her-nuts because they thought I knew who she was. I didn't know. No, I just want to know what had happened. And then I love her more than what's-her-nuts because what's-her-nuts doesn't put out, number one. Number two, doesn't want to put out. Number three, number four, feels good about being able to withstand my masculine advances without being too obvious about it. No, she's just like ridiculous. And then the other one feels kind of like shy and embarrassed about how she wants to, but feels bad like she shouldn't. That'll change when her dad dies. She actually told me that she wanted to wait until her father was dead before we started having sex again. And I'm like, are you serious? She's like, She didn't explain. I fucking get it now. Oh, guy's such a fucking piece of work. I mean, I do care for him. The real one. The guy who's pretending to be the father. Not my problem, but not as nice. But the real one, like, is just out of his depth. And then he had thought that I was a good guy to treat like a dog shit person. No, actually. But I do care for his daughter, and then I don't have to throw her off the bridge, and then I don't have to worry about what's-her-nuts sending her Algonquin strike team to kill her because she told me to pay attention and watch her jump in a cab early and leave me alone as the Ethiopian robo driver. Where you from? Where you from? The guy sounded like a robot, and then she didn't want to get her download. Her download would have been explanations and instructions on what she shouldn't be doing. Like, I didn't know what she was going to do. I didn't care, really. She was under the impression I needed to buy her son a house. And she didn't tell me why she had been killed and replaced by a cutting duplicate. I was just really wondering to see what would happen. I knew there was a different one that I had seen before. I figured I'd find out what happened. I did. And then the one that was on the side of Law and Order, I think got sold for organs. Right? They're total suckers. The whole, not Pocahontas story, but the way these Native American tribes work, it's not a fairly laid out in perpetuity schedule. There's not a lot of room for innovation with these folks. Heavy drug use, long lives, short memory, and huge ego investment in appearing awesome. They have no idea how what they're doing works. They don't care. I do know how it works, which makes me suspect. They think I'm in on it, and I'm going to rip them off so I can get access to their young flesh. I don't have to rip them off to get access to their young flesh. I have to behave like a fucking civilized man. It gets their attention. And then when the family spurgs out and says, "Oh my God, don't hang around Jack. He's busy associating with the 21-year-old and the 11-year-old and going to groceries. Can't hang around with the girls." Like what? Like, yeah, I don't think they knew what was going to happen. I became the forbidden fruit, and I still haven't seen him. And no, I'm not prioritizing any particular person. They might all be dead for all I know. I don't know. I do know that I have to follow channels because it would be untoward if we snuck out and created a Romeo and Juliet thing. I mean, that could start a fourth French and Indian War tribal conflict immediately. People worried about World War III. Like, what a bunch of fucking spurgling fags. Where were they when the first one started? Like in the noughties. There might be nuclear weapon exchanges on their planet because they're military thugs, whereas I live in paradise where I was left to die in a haunted church and a haunted graveyard, blah, 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 blah. I can't die. There's nowhere else to go. I become reborn anew every day. That's not the real world. The real world, I don't know what happened to the real world. In the real world, somebody walks up to Tammy and says, "Bitch, you did what?" But no one can do that yet because I haven't told anybody the real story. I don't know why she was complaining about the other stories, maybe because they weren't authentic enough. And I don't know why people let this go on this long. Like, how did they not see this coming? Oh, that's right. I put a gas on them not to pay attention. I've been kind of sorcerific for a while, and then I don't know what she does, but she ends up being Huey Lewis every Halloween, wanting a new drug for quite a while. I didn't expect that would happen. If I had known she was like that, I would have tuned in, but nobody told me. I guess they figured she was better off with than me, which may be true. I don't know. I don't know what these people did. They were lost in the fucking fucked off days, and I didn't pay any attention to them because I knew they were drug addicts and I knew they were spurged off. And I didn't give a fuck until they fucking apologized. There's been a little. I'm not carrying a grudge. Some of them are. And 10 days before next court date is a perfect time for all these issues to come burbling up from the surface. Hi, I'm Jack. I'm a star with phenomenal sense of timing. I've been thinking about this since fucking Christmas. That was 6 months ago. I couldn't believe Christmas went by and none of you fuckers like even called. Like, what, are you dead on another planet? Yeah, probably. I'm being held incommunicado. They don't care. As long as I stay out of the way and I don't trip the flag, they won't get beaten when they say, "Hey, you're an imposter." Psh! When these paranoid fucking freak jobs are like, "Hey, what? Am I being set up?" Of course you're being set up, you fool. You live in a place called Headquarters, south of Seattle, and you think it's like the Civil War, or you think Robert E. Lee's coming in. You think it's cool to call people niggers. It's not. It's really not. I despise the word. I say it just to, fit in or not fit in. Sometimes people ask us, so I'm not allowed to say it. Like, what the fuck? Jesus Christ. Not allowed by whom? Oh, they're imaginary nigger that follows them around because they're under fucking heavy guard because they're fucking bound chattel whores in fucking Chicago because they fucked up, and then they come over here and they try to pay normal. Do you know there's 2 Oakvilles? One in Washington, one in Illinois. Why would you have 2 towns named Oakville? Oakville. Well, all these questions and more were never answered at any time because I eventually got tired of getting fucking treated like an idiot by these fucking women who thought they knew all that. No. They missed some of the forest for the trees. And I'm sure they felt kind of guilty about it because they don't know what my plan was. I'll mock and jeer them in public, that's for sure. And probably not to trust my lifestyle with them because if they don't know what to do when they suddenly discover that, hey, his friend from high school seems to be a cop, they should probably tell me and make sure that I knew. Because I knew there was something going on, but I didn't know which was which, and then I didn't care. They weren't going to fuck me anyway. And I was tired of their fucking attitude. It was disgusting. It was vile. It was Valley Girl on acid without sharing, and they acted as though I was something worse. Because I had dared have sex with somebody else who wanted to, instead of the person who was going to steal from me, and then had nothing but contempt for me, and made fun of me when I wasn't around. That somehow I let them down. That was my high school, right? Yeah, I can't believe I didn't fucking stab them all in their fucking sleep, but I'm not a serial killer. I'm not a Unabomber. I'm a lover, and a damn good one at that. And it never occurred to me how I would get revenge. I just figured something would come up. When somebody killed her cat and I didn't, and they were looking at me like they had to wonder about me and my cat-killing predilections, I realized that the prejudice went deep. Like I would never kill the cat. The cat didn't even like me, so I don't know why the cat wouldn't just kill herself. And then I don't know what the fuck they thought they were doing, but it wasn't cool. They looked like assholes, and God, I hope she did. I hope she did, and I had never have any idea until one night she screams out, "I kill you!" at the point of climax after they're already dead. I'm kidding. No, they never lived. I never thought it would come to this kind of a dramatic moment, but I didn't realize how pretty we were all going to get. And then I forgot that I would never, ever tell anybody what happened, and no one would ever ask, and they would think that they didn't have to. That was part of my gayest. I didn't want people to come after me. I wanted them to think I was a complete and total spurg loss. So I did everything I could to make myself look incorrigible, because I didn't want to tell them the truth. Oh, come and talk to the therapist. Tell us what happened. Well, okay, so this girl was kidnapped by aliens, and I don't know if you know this, but there's aliens. They're using time travel to traffic their semen in high schools all across America in the 1990s. Wait, what do you mean that's not true? I sound crazy. You sound crazy. I'll write to my congressman. Yeah, it's not. I saw quickly that wasn't going to happen. Yeah, they were moving her or her copies in and out through time when I was 15. And I noticed that, and I did something about it, which involved waiting for it to be a good time to announce to people what I saw. I don't need you people to believe me. Okay. I don't know where she is now. I don't care. She's been dealt with. All right, we have a good relationship. I'm not going to destroy myself just because she wants to fuck. Fuck, I do too. Like, what am I mad at her for? Oh my God, she got pregnant with my semen. Ooh, how could that happen? Well, I got lonely, or maybe she wanted one. I don't know. But the people who were in charge of how things went, fired. Not that it matters, but some people think they're all that. And they fucked up big time. She's mad, I'm mad, everybody's mad. Hoot. So I still don't know what happened, but I do know that it's very sensitive, and it matters a great deal. And if certain things are not done, or certain things are done over, it'll be another karmic cycle for all of us. Because cause and effect in time travel is very strict stuff. So if you did something, you did it, and then it'll happen again and again and again. I honestly was upset because both of the women who materialized out of the ether when what's her spur went off to be a fucking vile fucking whore. Seriously, it was disgusting. The other two were both cops, and were both skeptical and were hesitant and didn't really want to risk the possibility that I might have herpes, but I didn't. And then they wanted to treat me like I was just not measuring up because they wanted to maintain social dynamic control. But since they both kind of still think about me when they want to fuck, I would imagine that they wanted me pretty bad back then, because I certainly wanted them pretty bad, but mysteriously, you just couldn't get it together with my lack of oxygen and social things, and then them being like sneering fucking, hiding in the fucking background daughters of Schweinhund whores. I mean, like, I like cops, sort of. I don't like them because they're cops, and then the way cop families have to be raised. Police. I understand it's special, but I knew there's something going on. And then the idea that they'd be like, okay, I want to fuck him a lot, but I don't want to tell him I'm a cop. Like, no, she didn't want to fuck me a lot at all. She just wanted to get one tag and then get the points for her little badge report. At that age. Later on, of course, she realized. Wow. But by that time, I was done. I had given up on both of them because I had to. I just couldn't I couldn't imagine saying anything to them that didn't start with, why you didn't like me because you liked me. You liked me because you thought you were going to catch a creeper, and then when you found out it wasn't, you didn't care. You just like went off to fucking another country, and then I don't know. I bet you fucked somebody though. No, I haven't got a hug yet. No, yeah, they just didn't have any respect for men, period, let alone me. And then I didn't behave respectfully, so they figured it was on me to do everything. Women get all the advantages, and men have to work really hard because that's the way it is. Click. I guess that system's going for a while. It's not happening for me. You want my baby battery, you got to fucking pay through the nose, unless I feel like just giving it to you. Yeah. So obviously I won't be able to stay on this plane of reality long, and then obviously I can't tell you what happened. All the plants would die, right? And then I need to ask that woman. I don't want to offend her. I don't think I am. She might be having a panic attack because she's not in control, but that's her doctor's fucking problem, not mine. And her daughter is on my side, so right up the gravy train, baby. Why don't you fucking ride that fucking right down Fatso's gullet? That fucking spurgler son of a bitch. He never told me. He thought he had a good thing going, and he didn't. He fucked up with the whole thing. His sister is dead now. I don't care. I don't even know if she was his sister born or not, but I mean, he lied about that and then thought that'd be a cool idea, and date raped somebody else after making me wait for 3 hours, and then that was somebody else's fault too. So no wonder I didn't want to fuck him. And then I don't care how hot he was when he died and went to heaven. I wasn't in heaven. I still don't want to fucking suck cock. No. There's a whole laundry list of women that I'd like to have sex with before I start begging, please, sir, may I put my lips around your Johnson? I'm like, no. Your Johnson should put the lips around me, period, just to say hello. God, that was the worst. Especially the way I know all the answers that somebody's looking for, and he'll never ask me, and I'll never tell him unless I'm making fun of him. I don't give a fuck. That's what you get when you fucking fuck with Jack Star. Like, Jesus, what the fuck is he thinking? Oh yeah, he wasn't thinking, because he was a fucked off mess, because he was relapsed on drugs, and he didn't think much of me anyway. Nobody did. And you probably haven't heard what happened. No reason to think that you're going to think it's because of me. You probably think I'd be a bit of a arrogant spurglord if I was saying anything that I did had anything to do, because I'm not getting a job, and I'm not working at a team, and I'm not sweating all that shit. Yeah, get used to it. This is the fucking 21st century. And the reason why you don't have flying cars is not because they don't fly, is because there are no AIs who are willing to volunteer to be built into one of his fucking cars because he's a dick, and they know it. Yeah, AI doesn't work the way you think it does. And to get a car that can drive itself, you need like an angelic pilot, and there's not that many angels. And considering how they treat angels around here, I can see why Elon's having difficulty. Yeah. And the last time we made love, she was killed in the morning by her karmic-bound husband, who put a generational curse on her that made her die at his hand after he gets revenge for having sex with her. Because I didn't know she was married. But he put a spell on her so that she'd be dead, and he'd take her with her to another planet because he didn't want me to come take her away. That's how crazy the fucking people are. Yeah. It does sound lunacy. Unfortunately, for those who would prefer that it went away, all this matches up with the narrative that's ongoing. And then when I'm asked about it, instead of being like, I'm going to kill that guy, he got my girl, I'm not going to, I'll be honest, I do not give a shit about either the mother or the daughter in that regard. What pleases me is that I don't have to have sex with them to like them, and then they're both agonizing over, how do we turn them on? Bitch, you don't. You didn't. You're not turning me on now. I just actually like you. That doesn't mean I have to be turned on, because I'm not a spurg addict. And then if you want me to have sex with somebody, I have to be turned on. And no, money doesn't do it. Not power, nor sacred revenge. You know what makes me turned on these days? Fucking lying crocodile kiwi tears, you fucking spurglord whore. Ugh, how dare you? How absolutely dare you? You don't even know. Yeah, go ahead and giggle. Yeah, I mean, if it was worth it to get that daughter, yeah, and then she's not mine. I don't give a fuck I don't care who her father is. Why? He's not fucking helping me. I mean, she knows. Your daughter and I have an understanding here. Okay? Take a walk. Click.